Hey guys, so Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Masterverse Princess of Power, Catra, brought to us by the fine folks over at, say it with me now, Mattel. And a good old Catra here is going to be the first of a few installments of Evil Horde figure reviews on this channel, because I got a few from this Princess of Power subline to take a look at that I've been sitting on for quite some time now. Catra, Shadow Weaver, and Grizzlord, to be exact. So stay tuned for all that good stuff, but before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review. Taking a look at Catra'S Accessories here. Starting off with a pair of alternate hands. She's got a grip hand for the left side and a claw hand for the right. When I say claw, they're not sharp, but they kind of look it. So, you know, be careful if there's some flashing on there, because that might leave a mark. That said, she does have her cat staff. At least that's what I assume this is. I thought she had a sword or something, but oh well. I guess she can just beat you with that. And then she has her iconic cat shield. And that's your lot. That said, she does have a mask that can flip up like this. You can see her pretty face under there, hopefully, maybe. I'll bring her in closer in a second here. But leaving that up, one thing you can utilize, and just some food for thought here, the Gwenvere Panther from the Dritz 2-pack. That was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. This Panther works quite well with this Catra figure. So if you wanted to have a version of Catra in her cat form, you could probably use this. I think that works fine. It's pretty good scale. Here, he, she, whatever is next to her, comes up to about her waist. I think that's good. And funny enough, this thing has about the same articulation as the Masterverse Battle Cat, which, by the way, when are we going to get a Panther? I mean, really. So, taking a closer look at good old Catra here. See her face underneath the mask. That said, who cares about that? I like the mask flipped down. Makes her a little bit more mysterious that way. She does also have this cape here, which has a plastic kind of clasp that goes around her neck. So if you wanted to use that, you can. You can take it off too, but I like to leave it on there. That said, isn't Catra known for her mask being up? But doesn't it face the other way? Can I have it face the other way? Does it pop off? I think it does. I think if you finagle it, you could probably pop it off. I'm curious if I could pop that off and have it face the other way. I guess we'll find out during final thoughts. That said, as far as articulation on this figure goes, she has the double kind of neck thing going on. Not a lot of forward and back, but you do get some side to side and a little bit of tilt. Shoulders go out, back down, full 360. Swivel at the bicep. She's got a double elbow, which works pretty well. She's got a swivel in the wrist with a hinge. Fortunately, not the right hinge for weapons, but what are you going to do? She does have the dated, at this point, torso articulation that only moves forward, back, tilt side to side. You don't get any rotation out of that. You get a little bit, but it's not supposed to do that, I don't think. At least I don't think it is. So, that is what it is, unfortunately. You can't really rotate it, though it does wiggle a little bit, but it kind of springs back into place, like the older Masterverse figures often do. She does have a waist twist. Oh, it does work. I was going to say her skirt kind of hinders it, but it gets out of the way enough. That said, her hip movement, however, is going to be hindered by this. She can only kick out about, oh, well, she can almost do the splits. Never mind. And forward, yeah, forward is not much, like, at all. Oh, it's not moving at all. What the heck? Alright, I'm gonna have to heat those. That's weird. Her hips are not moving whatsoever. Can I shimmy them? forward a bit. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you gotta shimmy them a bit. Gotta kind of move them out and then forward. So, word to the wise, some food for thought. You might have to shimmy the legs forward. Oh yeah, that's dangerous. Holy crap. Let's see if I can do it on this side. Not really, I can't get it up. That said, you can't, that's what she said. That said, you can't really move them forward by a whole lot anyways. Based off the skirt. Let me see. Alright, I got that one. There we go. Yeah, forward's kind of a pain in the butt, but moving them back down's not so hard. She does have a thigh cut. Double knees. Excuse me. She's got a boot cut. Not nearly as tight as She-Ra on this side. She does appear to be using the She-Ra parts for the legs, which is not surprising. She does have an ankle hinge, which is tighter than She-Ra's, thankfully. And she does have an ankle rocker with peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So, aside from the hips being a little weird, I like this figure. It's alright. I do wish she had the updated torso articulation. Her and Hordak both don't have that, and She-Ra, actually. I think Frosta was the first one to have it in the POP subline. The Pop subline. And then I think Shadow Weaver and Grizzlor both have it, but it would have been nice to see it introduced a little bit earlier, as I've been saying for years now. So as far as accessories go, let's get her little staff here in her hand. She actually holds onto that quite well. It's thick enough to stay in there. And as far as the shield goes, I don't know if this will work with this claw hand or not. I'm assuming it will, but I haven't really given it a go. So let's see if I can't get it in there. Now, I can tell you one thing, it's not coming off the arm just based off the bulk of the gauntlet. Alright, there. There's her shield in her hand. It sits in there okay, I guess. I prefer to use the grip hand and do it the hard way and pop the hand off, pop the shield in, and then pop the hand back on. That's just me, though. If you don't care for that, and you just like to slip it on the open hand, then that's your business. You do whatever you want with your toys, people. I'm not the boss here. Well, I am because this is my channel, but once this review is over, the choice is yours, as good old Captain Planet used to say. Anyone remember Captain Planet? Remember Alistair Smythe? I did that video a couple weeks ago. That said, with all that being said, let's now move right along. Take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Catra, alongside her quote-unquote lover She-Ra. Yeah, we don't talk about that Netflix She-Ra show here. That was some pretty hot garbage. As well as her Lord and Master Hordak. I don't know if he was ever a lover. Was he? Let me know in the comments. I didn't watch the Filmation series. Sue me. But that's exactly what this Princess of Power subline is based off from, if you couldn't tell. Granted, the She-Ra over there is sporting the Netflix series cape and shoulder pads, but hey, it looks cool aesthetically on the classic design. Doesn't look great on the Netflix show, which looks like every other freaking show. I'm not going to get into why I hate modern cartoons here, but if that's something you'd like to see, let me know. Okay? We'll just leave it at that. But Catra looks great with Hordak. She looks great with She-Ra. She looks great fighting She-Ra, and that is where we're going to leave that. So getting these two out of the way before I go on a rant about why that Netflix show sucked. This, of course, would not be one of my videos without good old Brother Mandibulus from Mythic Legions, of course. And, okay, Living Spawn, who are, of course, larger than Catra because they are both male figures. And sorry, but most of the time, male figures are bigger than female figures. It's just how it is. Unless they're, you know, dwarves or hobbits or halflings or goblins or gremlins. Okay, you get the point. So, with all that being said, time to wrap things up. Some final thoughts before I stir up some controversy in the comments section. overall, and aside from the fact that this figure unfortunately hails from just a different time in the life of the Masterverse line, I still think good old Catra here is a fine addition to the Evil Horde and to the Princess of Power subline. And I could say wholeheartedly, I like what the fine folks over at Mattel did with this version of Catra than I did with that Netflix version of the same character. I mean, seriously, I've seen better fan fiction on freaking DeviantArt, and yes, I went to high school once. DeviantArt was a popular thing back then. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.